Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans around the world. Combat Talk Radio is back with another exciting weekend of boxing. Let's go ahead and get the particulars out of the way. We can get into this. This won't take long because you already know what's coming. CombatTalkRadio.net's the site. We do ask that you take a look at the site, check it out, and all the stuff we're doing. Share it to anybody that you think would appreciate unbiased, straight down the middle coverage of the beautiful sport of boxing. We love what we do. We love chatting with folks and hearing from you too. So we have a comments widget. Leave us some comments, questions, suggestions, feedback at the bottom. We want to hear from you about what we're doing and how we're doing our coverage. We try not to be like the so-called LDBC or anybody else who leans a certain way. We try to be right down the middle. We do our best to maintain that neutrality. It's hard because everybody has a fan. We're a fan, just like you. We're not presenting ourselves as professional. We're fans, and we want to chat with people. As long as you come respectfully, we want that smoke. So while I'm waiting on my pizza, let's go ahead and get into this weekend of boxing. Of course, at the top, everybody knows Saul Canelo Alvarez is fighting Dmitry Bivol at the T-Mobile Arena out here in Las Vegas on DAZN. That's happening tomorrow. There's a mixed opinion online. People think that Bivol is too big and jabs too effective for Canelo. I'm going to dissent. I think that Canelo is going to outbox Bivol. I think it's going to be very similar to the fight with Kovalev. If I'm right, it will debunk the narrative that Kov was too old, and basically Canelo's just that dang good, because I've seen Canelo's rise. I've followed him since his 40 fights in. I've watched him time and again go in there and pull it out. He's improved. He's still in his prime. He's coming up on 32? He's still in his prime. He started young, and that was good for him because he was able to get rounds in the books all the way to the adversity with Jose Cotto and everything else. But he's been getting better every single time out. He gets better and better and better. I argue Bivol is one of those that doesn't have the killer instinct to take somebody out. And if you don't have that, I can't see it possible or even plausible that he's going to be able to deal with Canelo. Now, could I get it wrong? Absolutely. My gut tells me that Canelo is going to show boxing skills like we've never seen before. I don't see a stoppage. I see it goes the distance, but I see it's clear for Canelo Alvarez. That's my gut speaking. This is for the WBA light heavyweight title. So that would be the second light heavyweight title that Canelo will have held. And then he has to go back down to 168 to fight Golovkin because Golovkin won his fight. If Canelo does not win and Bivol is able to beat Canelo, Bivol automatically has changed the game. I just don't see it, and that's not dismissing Bivol. I think he's a decent fighter. I just think he doesn't have enough for what Canelo's going to bring, actively try to bring. I think you're going to see strength out of Canelo that you didn't expect. I think you're going to see style and skill that's unreasonable. So I suspect the flow is Bivol's going to win the first few rounds off the jab. I think eventually Canelo's going to get inside, and he's going to work the body. He's going to get inside, and he's going to be catching Bivol, and that's where we're going to test Bivol's chin. That's where we're going to test his durability under attack. I think it's going to be a great fight. Certainly worth the price of admission. If you're on DAZN, check that one out. Zhilei Zhang versus Filip Rovic at heavyweight. That was scheduled. I know there was chat about that fight not potentially happening, but it looks like it's on as the co-feature. I don't rate either guy. I know some people like Rovic. I'm not really on either, so I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to do them any unfair. Montana Love versus Gabriel Goles Valenzuela. Montana Love, of course, is the eye test in this one for the North American. It's the IFB. I think it's IBF. Super lightweight title. Montana Love should easily destroy this guy. From my eyes, I don't see that there's any chance Valenzuela has. We could always get it wrong, but from my eyes, it's like a soft touch. Jose Soto versus Joselito Velasquez at super flyweight. Of course, these two guys would be in contention to fight the top dogs at super flyweight. So it's exciting to watch this and see what we're going to get for the next generation at super fly, fighting people like Rung Vijay and Chocolatito and Estrada. So that's all I got for the boxing weekend. I think it's going to be an exciting weekend just with Canelo and Bivol. That's going to be one to watch because Canelo's going to be making history again. He deserves credit for what he's doing. Major respect for stepping up and pushing against, I argue, a tough fight. And we'll see where it goes. I'll check back in with you guys probably Saturday evening or maybe even Sunday morning.